Everyone knows that speed is a huge part of Rocket League. But what exactly do you do when you're matched up against a team that's simply faster than you? Is there any way to actually take them down? That's what we'll be discussing today as we unlock the secret to defeating faster players in Rocket League. To break down this topic, we'll be taking a look at a recent competitive match against a team that was easily faster than us. We'll take a look at one of the games where things honestly could not have gone much worse, and then we'll see what kind of adjustments we made after this game to give us a much better chance going forward. What we'll see from a team that is trying to outpace the other is an attempt to get their opponents to play at a faster pace. If they can get their opponents to speed up their own pace of play, it often results in their opponents feeling very uncomfortable with that speed. It often results in very poor decision making on the ball, not attempting to control that ball, and overall their opponents feeling very frantic and panicky all over the field. This works out very well for the fast team because it results in a lot of open nets. So that's exactly what we'll be looking for in this replay here. Just seeing us making really poor decisions on the ball, crowding our teammates, trying to play too fast, and it resulting in a really bad time for us. So we do kind of sit in the midfield maybe longer than we should have, and we do get beat out to this ball, and now we're sitting with 0 boost. Nice touch from my teammate to get the ball over to the side. Can pick up some pads here as my teammate pushes forward. This is fine so far, nothing too drastic that we've seen as of yet. We get a catch here up the wall, we do get beaten out to it very quickly. Teammate feeling the pressure does get a miss there, and now he's got to try to work it out of our own half. Getting a little too close to the ball here without going for it, but luckily it is a free touch now. And instead of trying to control the ball, we do just boom it away. Did put our opponents in a bit of an awkward spot. Did result in an almost clear and now a massive double commit that is somehow going to work out. So although we do get the goal there, it is already very concerning to see me be so eager to dive in for that ball when it was clear that my teammate would be next up on it. And just like that, we've conceded off the next kickoff, so there goes the lead that we had established. On we go. Ball popping up, should go quick here, but we do go very, very slowly, and it's going to allow our opponent to come in for 2 kickoff goals in a row, and just like that, basically 15 seconds later, we're down in the game. Pushing over to the side here, ball past us. Teammate might be able to come forward for this, but instead we try to poke it back to him. Does result in more control for us, but then we just absolutely boom the ball away. Absolutely no control for us is going to result in some movement out of the defensive end for our opponents. We're going to rush for this ball, and now we got to get back to it once again. And you'll see, as we're going for all these touches, there's no real plan for them. It's kind of just, let me try to beat my opponent, and then we dive into the corner with our teammate, crowd the ball, and make it impossible for us to develop any offensive threats from that position. Good bit of control there is going to allow the ball to pop out to my teammate for a free touch. We're a little too far forward once again, got to get up for this one. Okay touch, but it's right back out into the midfield, and it's a free goal for our opponents once again. So again, pushing too far forward, feeling like we need to apply pressure to our opponents even though they have complete control of the ball, results in us being in an awkward position and giving up another open net. Control on the ball here. Pop up into the air. This is absolutely perfect, and we beam it off the crossbar and the post. Absolutely terrible shot there. Honestly, had a wide open net and couldn't do anything with it. Again, forcing forward, trying to get anything going towards the offensive end. Teammate popping forward. Ball off the backboard, but again, we're too close to make a play on this. Now we have to catch it, and our opponent is just waiting for us to hit it into them, and now they have free control. Teammate pushing too far forward now, and that's another open net for our opponents. So every goal that has been scored in this game has pretty much been a completely open net that our opponents haven't had to work for. Even here, we feel so much pressure to manage to get that boost that we then end up racing to the corner, getting in an awkward position with no boost, and are forced to just try to chuck it out of the nets, and our opponent is right there to pounce on it. 5 goals for our opponents, all of them open nets. Not a good track record so far. We just simply aren't patient enough on the play to make the right decisions. We're just diving in as fast as possible, feeling like we have to approach the ball as quickly as we possibly can. Even there, jumping with 0 boost when we really didn't have to. Now we're back in net in an awkward position, rotate back a little too quickly, and we give up yet another fairly open shot. If we took a little bit more time in that rotation there, it's possible we give ourselves a better angle to play with, but instead we're just trying to go way too fast, and it's resulting in free shots. Good play there off the backboard, gives us a clear downfield. Landon with the free bang, gotta make sure we cover back here, and that's good. That's what we want to be doing, just waiting for the play to come through. Now we control the ball. This is a great passage of play here. Even gonna get the demo on the last man back. Unfortunately, my teammate does flick the ball just a little bit too high, but that was probably our best passage of play across this entire game. Really applied a good bit of pressure to our opponents. Here's another opportunity, but again, teammate wanting to play too quickly ends up too far forward, and now we get punished for a really poor control of the ball, heading back to our own half. Absolutely panic, touching it back into our own corner, trying to maintain possession, but all it ends up being is a pass to our opponents. And again, we find ourselves in an awkward position trying to go for the boost. Now we gotta cover back, and on 0 seconds, we lose this game 8-1. Overall, I don't think there's any other way to put this other than this game was absolutely abysmal. It felt like both myself and my teammate were just chasing the ball around the field as fast as we possibly could, and it ended up with us being out of position and not able to defend, giving our opponents way too many open nets. In between this game and the next one, my teammate and I kind of figured out exactly what we needed to do to bring this match more in our favor. It was all about trying to slow the game down. It was very obvious that we were not going to be able to beat this team by outpacing them. That meant that we needed to find another way to go about it. When you have a team that is trying to outpace you, the reality is a lot of their touches aren't actually that threatening. They're designed to take a player on the opposing team out of the game. If they can get the ball around you and you've dove for the challenge, now there's one less player back on defense as you rotate back. If they do that 2 times in a row, all of a sudden they have a completely open net, which is what we saw in the previous game. So the solution to that is to often go for fake challenges and just let the opponents hit the ball. If it's not going to go to a threatening spot, you can just play from where that ball is going and then pick up control from there after your opponent has given it up. Additionally, it is really important to make sure we're moving methodically around the field. We don't want to just be throwing ourselves all over the place because the ball is in a certain direction. We want to make sure that we're playing for where the ball is going to go, not where the ball is now. The mindset was, let's play slower and more methodically, put ourselves in better positions to make a play on the ball when we actually need to, and let's try to control the ball as much as we can. Here we go with the next game. At this point in the series, we had already lost 2 games to this team, so this was our last chance to make an impact in this series. Off the start, we are going to be patient on the backboard here. You can see, just letting him have the air dribble. We're going to go out and get the challenge now, and we recover quickly, but you'll notice we're not absolutely full panicking back into net. No boost was used in that rotation back. Now we're sitting patiently behind our teammate as he dribbles the ball forward. This is a free ball, so we're going to go quick to try to get it around Solus. Solus now trying to go fast, pops it right up to us. Unfortunately, we do miss the shots, but that is a good start. Pushed all the way back here, Solus with the dribble. This is a little scary. He didn't get the best flick, but unfortunately, a backflip does come through on our end, and it gives up the first goal to our opponents. But for the first 40 seconds, we really haven't felt that much pressure. Even here, gonna get a light touch. Solus just pops it up. We can easily control this ball. Gonna force 50 on the end of this. That's fine. Teammates should be able to come forward. He does a little bit. Does get beaten out, but now it's a free ball up the backboard. We are low boost here, so we're going to be looking for some pads. Ball pops to the backboard, and we do get the clear out. Picking up another pad here, rotating slowly. Teammate has control of the ball, so we'll just pick up the corner boost. Allow teammate to continue on. A little bit crowded there, but we do bail out so that teammate can come forward. Ball up in the air, we're going to control it back to our own half here. Wait for the bounce, we'll turn around. Challenge Solus here, and now ball is free for my teammate to get another challenge. We can win this race here, and now the ball is upfield, missed from our opponents, and Digital 8 does have the easy finish, which results in us tying up the game. So much more calm on the defensive end so far is going to result in a pretty good start to this match. Rotating back, we're going to again just take our time, no rush. Landon coming through with the air dribble, he leaves it, we'll go up and get the challenge here, not a problem. Solus leaves the ball, we'll go ahead and poke it around. And now fake challenge there, force him to pop the ball, and then we just bump him off, giving my teammate a free touch. Ball around the corner, just calmly waiting. This is totally fine, Solus can have the dribble. We bump him off of it and bump him back into the ball, which gets the clear. One boost pickup here, force the ball across, ball goes wide. We are chilling, teammate has free control. We can go ahead and rotate over and pick up some full boost, and now be ready to defend this next attack. Not a very dangerous touch coming through from our opponents, so we can chill on the backboard here, and again, ball is given right to us, and we can push it out to the side. We do get blocked in the corner, so that is a bit dangerous, but realistically, they're just going side to side at this point, so they can kind of play with the ball on their own, and we'll just be here to make a defensive stop when we need to, as we are right there. Gonna rotate back here, ball is being popped downfield, off the corner. This is a little bit dangerous, slight misread, but luckily our opponent misreads it as well, and we have a free clear up the sidewall. We do get challenged pretty much immediately, and just like that, we are going to be beat out. So you can see there, that is a little bit of a moment where we played a little bit too nonchalantly, got challenged on the sidewall, and then our teammate got demoed, and just like that, it is an open net for our opponents. But a minute and a half to go, only down one. Much better situation than we were in the previous game. Poke this ball around, gonna get a free clear, just calmly waiting on the back line as this ball comes around. Solus beats one, but we're right here to cover it up, and we can go ahead and work this out. Again, getting beaten on the sidewall is a little bit dangerous, but we do get another challenge in, and a weak shot allows us to control to the corner. Good block here along the sidewall. A little bit of a messed up wave dash. Gonna go out to the mid boost. No threat on this air dribble here. Teammate just waiting on the ground for it to come down to him. And it's an easy clear. Catch on the back line here. Not a great catch, but we do get back to it to get the 50. And now downfield we go. Applying pressure onto the backboard. Not really going to be able to do much with that one. Popping around the corner for my teammate. Want to be mid to support him here. Can't really do much with this one, so we'll just go for the block to keep it in a threatening spot. 45 seconds to go. Rotating back now, again, very calmly. Not rushing anywhere. We do take this challenge as our opponent is just kind of dribbling the ball in a straight line. Digital 8 now with the control along the wall. See what he does here. It's a pop-up. We can go up to cover up this one. And we get the clear down the field, the recovery off the ceiling to get back to the ball. Ball bouncing out. A little bit of an ambitious jump to be sure. Could have been much calmer in that situation. And you can see how dangerous one overcommitment is, as it almost results in a free goal for our opponents once again. 10 seconds to go. Need to make something happen on this play. Poke around the corner. Opponent in an awkward spot. Digital 8 coming through. Gonna secure the goal and the tie game with only 6 seconds left. The calmness and the control on the ball results in us getting another goal. Again, just letting Solus have the touch if he wants it. We'll block this one out, and that's going to be the ball to the ground and us into overtime. How will this one shake out? Dead ball kill, one boost pad pickup, Solus flipping forward, trying to utilize the speed to scare me off, but we push the ball forward, and Solus isn't able to get back, and that is a game win for ourselves. So you can see there in that game that we were just much calmer on the back line of our own defense. If the opponents wanted to hit the ball, that was totally fine because they weren't hitting it to threatening spots. We were able to play off of their touches and constantly get control of the ball and start to work it out of our own half. At the end of the day, if you find yourselves playing against players who are trying to outpace you, don't fall into the trap of trying to match their speed, because you will lose. You need to try to alter the flow of the game in such a way that it falls in your favor. You want to make sure that if you're going to lose, it is your opponent actually beating you with good solid plays and not just just you taking yourself out of the game from trying to match their speed. I do hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you click that subscribe button right down below so you make sure you don't miss any future Rocket League content. Additionally, if you'd like to be more involved in this community, please consider joining my Discord, link down in the description. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.